Today I'm going to review the LEGO set 7848 Toys R Us City Truck. This set was released in August 2010, has 356 pieces, and originally went for $45. So today, first, let's go over the minifigures. Looking at these figures from a city, they're not that interesting. They actually have the same colored pants, which is kind of weird. But the main ones, there's this clerk, that's this common hairpiece, especially back in 2010. Actually, the print here is also kind of common. This little boy who actually had to find his hat, but he has, this nice jacket piece. I like that jacket piece. And this is supposed to be the truck driver, which I'm used to them having a cap or something. But, it's just kind of a nice kind of polo shirt, so that's an interesting print there. Nothing really on the back since it's just, city figure. But let's actually move on to the builds of the set. First, I'm actually going to go over the biggest build of the set, which is the truck, which is something I usually don't do. I usually go over the smallest, the biggest part of the set. Now the first part, I'm actually going to take this off, is of course the main part of the truck itself. Of course you can put that extra pin on top to connect it, but the nice kind of pieces they use here. They're standard kind of truck. There was actually a set, like basically almost the same build except different colors. It was a Lego truck, so about the same build. The inside is interesting because actually there's a bed inside, which is kind of weird. And you can of course place the driver in there. I guess you can sleep. There's little windows, and there's a little computer thing there. I guess you can put them. Window, rear view, coffee cup in the front, and of course you can place him in. It's like 6 wide, so you really only can fit 1 or 2 figures. Maybe fit another one back in there. Of course you can exit the chairs, the driving wheel. I think it's nice how they did that, and it's a stickers. It's not printed or anything. That's the main part of that. Now this is the other part. Of course, if you want to have a snap off on its own, you can do this. And you can open these doors. There's 3 sets of them. There's another same one on the other side. But the main one is back here. Of course, these are all stickers. They probably wouldn't have done exclusives like this. The only thing that's inside is this little forklift. So you can use to carry up the boxes which are inside the store. And usually just put this back in there. Again, everything here is stickered. Like, these are not printed, which is kind of sad, since this is a cool Toys R Us set, but, it's an interesting looking sticker of the Toys R Us R. And of course, you can just fold that back in and put it back on the truck. Here's the build of the store itself. It definitely looks the part, but it's not to scale. But they did do a great job looking of it. Of course, there's a side build to the set, so it's not going to eventually be the same size of one of the big stores. It'd be really big, but to put in Lego. But if it looks the part, you have the blue border with a logo. These are stickers. The flag is up top, and of course the white background there. So you can, put this back, and there's a lot of room inside to kind of put figures and stuff. Actually, I wouldn't say a lot of room. There's kind of a bit. I'd say for the scale of the set, as I'm thinking of. There's a weapons rack which has a lot of toy swords and a toy gun. There's an airboat and a car on the wall there. It's for display. I guess you can take that off. You can, but it's just I'm not going to. You also have these little Lego sets, which is awesome. Probably one of the best parts of the set. And that's a little build for a police motorcycle and some firefighter stuff. I don't think these sets are actually actual things, but there's also a little checkout desk with the computer. And you can put the clerk back there. It's kind of hard to do, since it's a very cramped room with the Legos on display, but you are able to fit her. There's some studs. There we go. You can have the boy check out, but another thing I want to talk about is this mold right here. I don't think this is in any other Lego sets that I ever remember, because I think this is only in this set, and it's a bear mold. It's about the size of a small Lego minifigure, which is really weird. It's yellow, not brown, which I think it should be brown because it's a bear. But you can barely fit it on studs. You kind of have to squeeze it in. But it's mainly supposed to be held on by a child figure or one of the adults, because you can kind of slide the arm into the minifigure socket, but it's very hard to do, because it's a very loose connection. I think they could have done this mold a bit better. Barely. You can barely hold it. You can't slide it down his arm anymore. And I guess you're supposed to put it in the display window, but it's really hard to put it there, so it kind of just wobbles around. So I have it as its own little separate thing here, but I might try and put it back after this. But it's a really nice little storm build, and I like how they did it, even though it's kind of small. But they did what they could have done. Overall, this is a weird set. There's a lot of strange parts about it, mainly the fact that it's a Toys R Us branded Lego set. And I really want to go over this one because, Toys R Us closed down this year. And so this is being one of my final videos of 2018. So I want to do a video finally about it since I did one back in June when it closed down. But this is just an interesting set. I, for some reason, I got it at Toys R Us around 2012. I think I actually got it for free because I bought a bigger set. It was like a deal, after Christmas deal or something. But I'm actually glad I got this one. I actually sold the other set that I got at that time. But this is a very interesting set and I like it a lot. So thanks for watching this review and bye guys.